Good morning. This is the morning message for December the 7th, 2025, here on Following Him, the Disciple Life. The passage we're going to begin our day with as part of December Joy is 1 Samuel 2, verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said, My heart rejoices in the Lord. My horn is exalted in the Lord. I smile at my enemies because I rejoice in your salvation. The context of this verse is Hannah has brought her son Samuel to serve God. She was without child, and she prayed to God about this, asking him for a child, and she promised to dedicate her son to the Lord, that her son was going to be a Nazarite, that her son was going to be dedicated to Yahweh. And so the time had come for her to do this. And so here we have a woman that receives this child in answer to prayer. And now she is leaving him to serve God, and she won't actually be with him anymore. We have Hannah rejoicing in the greater things, in the higher things. For Hannah, Samuel was not just about to give her a child for just her own glory. You know, so many parents, while yes, a parent has parental rights to make decisions for children and such, and those have been eroded in some places in recent years, and some people have sounded the alarm bells, and I do think we've seen a step back in the right direction on that, perhaps, in society. But on the other hand, you have some that they treat a child almost like a puppy or something. You know, there's no really giving thought to the soul that is there. And it's more about, the child is more about just something for the parent. That's not how Hannah is thinking here. Hannah is taking joy in greater things, in bigger things. That her this idea, her horn is exalted in the Lord. Now, what's that about? My horn is exalted. Well, this is idiomatic speech talking about strength, but her strength is not just exalted; it's exalted in the Lord. She's looking at the higher things. She's looking at the greater things, and so ultimately, her heart rejoices, not ultimately in Samuel, but in Yahweh, in God. When we rejoice, it is good to find joy in just the things themselves or the people themselves, but ultimately it has to look to the higher things. Ultimately, it has to look to the higher one. It has to look to God. Thank you for being with me this morning. Lord willing, be with you again here in a couple hours for the Lord's Day lesson. You have a great rest of the day. And of course, this is the Lord's Day, the day Christians assemble, study, and worship. Encourage you to meet with other true disciples of the Messiah. And shalom.